Wow. I'm exhausted. What's up, guys? Let's take a seat on the casual couch real quick. Let me just get comfortable. I'm gonna film one more video and then I'm going to go to bed. Um, what a show. What a goodbye to John Cena tonight, right? Um, I think I'm gonna make this one of my casual R&R videos. Hi Miles, my cats are happy to see me, sorry. Um, wow. Sorry, I'm still blown away by all this. So let me just tell you how the day went really quick. Left from Delaware, had a mostly smooth ride to the show. A little bit of traffic. Got to DC, made it into the show. Had a blast at the pre-show press conference. Had got in there, got some expensive food. Saw some amazing wrestling, which we will talk about in a second. I'm gonna run down the whole card. Um, and then we saw um one of the most incredible, and I say that both literally and ironically, main events and closings to a main event, period. I don't know where the broadcast when the broadcast shut off on Peacock. Um, but there's going to be a lot of conversation about the ending of this show and match. Um, but first and foremost, let me just say this to both my audience and to John Cena, and you know what? All the wrestlers that performed tonight. Amazing job, regardless of what is said in this next coming week about this show. Take a bow. This was great. Take a bow. But anyway, uh, yeah. So, oh, and the closing of our day after this amazing show was driving back to Delaware, um, 2 hour drive from DC, and having to drive back in the treacherous snow. But me and my friend who helped me film the day, we made it back safely. We're home. He's on his way back home. Uh, I hope everybody made it back home safe. So yeah. Um, let's run down this card, shall we? So of course the rumors weren't true. John and Gunther did not start the show. Cody and Oba started the show, which was fantastic. Let me just say this: fantastic match. Okay, great match. Both of them looked great. But we all predicted what was probably going to happen on this show. It was a non-finish Triple H special. Trying to protect both guys. We had McIntyre come in and interrupt the match, start beating on Cody. But the fun part was both Cody and Oba dealt with him at the end, so that was cool to see both champs unite. I like seeing Obafemi as not just a monster anymore, but he's has this like honor bound warrior thing about him, and he's making for a really good baby face. And I don't know like when that turn exactly happened, but if it was up to me, I would say it's at the end of he and Ricky's match from last week. Um, where he shows him credit and shakes his hand. And now Ricky's heel, so ain't that funny. But anyway, I did enjoy it. I'm gonna still give it a 4 despite the non-finish. It might have been at least a 4.5 without that. There was also this weird spot where Cody's ear was bleeding, so it's not exactly a perfect match either. I don't think that was a planned spot. Something looked like it had to have gone wrong there, but very cool match. I enjoy Obafemi. As a matter of fact, I'm wearing this shirt now because I switched at the show itself. Um, I went into the show supporting Obafemi, and if you don't know me by now, I'm gonna make this very clear. There's not much content on my feeds or channel about NXT, but I am a diehard NXT fan. Fantastic. They did good. We'll say what we want about the non-finish another time. But the match itself was performed very well. Next up, we had Bayley versus solruca, and I had a lot of fun with this one as well. Um, Crowd calmed down a little bit for this, but I still could see, being there at the show itself, they were still into it. And these two worked very well together. There were some very unique spots from Soul too, and I just enjoyed it so much. And it wasn't like one side on either end. Both ladies had great offense. Bailey is one of my favorites, like just current women performing right now, and I love what she's doing for the future of the business. And I'm so proud of her for like I don't have to say that, like who am I, right? Like I'm not a wrestler. Yeah. Um I'm a guy on the internet talking about this, but to see what she's doing with Lodestone and the future of the business, the ladies, and putting over Soul here, I was very happy to see that. It was a very great Soul Snatcher. Other unique spots in this, I again go out of your way to watch these four matches on this card. Technically five, but we'll get to that in a minute. Um, I'm gonna give this one a nice fair four casual stars as well. Um, because I enjoyed this and it was fun to see this live. Um, my boy got up and got food for us in the middle of this. I thought he was gonna come back faster than that. And he missed it, but he swears he's gonna go watch the match back. So don't be offended, ladies. He's got you. But anyway, so next up we had Team AJ Lee. No, I'm just kidding. We had AJ Styles and Dragon Lee versus the Young Bulls of Leon Slater from TNA, the X Division champion, and Javon Evans. Look, there was one. I know we don't really like the word botch in the business, but there was one botch from AJ Styles. He slipped on a rope, which I hope he's okay. He looked like he was okay at the end, so I think he's good. Stuff happens. Okay. Um, he slipped off the rope, but the rest of this match was, pun not intended, but I'm gonna change that now because I realized what I was about to do. Pun very much intended. It was phenomenal, and all four guys came out looking better for it. Um, I didn't put out an individual predictions video for this. I might not do those in the future for Saturday night's main events, but I do have a vlog coming out about this trip where I made predictions with my friend while we were riding in the car. So that was pretty fun. And I did call this one, and I called Solruca winning, and I had Obafemi controversially, but there was a whole non-finish, so no point there. Um, but yeah, I called this entire card, which was super cool, and I was super super into this match. The things that AJ Styles can still do at his age, the rub that he's giving Dragon Lee, and the rub that he's given Javon and Leon. Fantastic match. I'm giving this one still, yeah, four casual stars. Oh, there was kind of a mini match in between this and the main event. Let's talk about it real quick. So there's a nice section of this show where Stephanie McMahon is on the commentary panel. Um, and as she's closing, she's saying, you know, the rest of the show is gonna be awesome. But she's cut off in the ring. And if you're there live, you already saw him getting in the ring preparing for this. The Miz, wearing the gear he wore at WrestleMania 27, saying he should be wrestling on this card. And he interrupts by saying, awesome. You gotta love it. So I was really happy to see this. I was really happy to see Mike involved in the show with who else but Ron Cena. also interrupting the Miz, and one of the funniest moments of the year. We love our truth so much for his comedy. He said you did something very inappropriate with Nick Aldis's balls, not those ones. And he holds up the ball where the Miz had gotten his. I must have missed this angle like weeks ago, but he had messed with the lottery machine or whatever, and I guess he took out the one spherical object. I'm tired. I'm not gonna say balls anymore. He takes out the one spherical object and puts in another, I guess. And the real one that was supposed to be picked was Joe Hendry. And of course, when you say his name, he appears. Joe Hendry, while he does not get a spot in the last time is now tournament, nor did he get a match on this show or a match with John Cena on his retirement, which would have been nice. But anyway, he gets a moment here, kind of a little bit of a mini match. When Ron Cena and Joe Hendry deal with The Miz, kick his butt. It's a very good looking mic drop. And they both hit 5 knuckle shuffles on The Miz, and then they celebrate together. So, wonderful moment before. Now, listen, call me biased. I do not care. Casual Stars is my system, all right? And I love to have fun here, all right? Common casual wrestling, okay? We keep it casual here. We have fun. We do it all in love. We don't have tribalism. Anyway, here goes. I'm calling this next match a 5 casual star match because this drew me in like the mark that I am. I loved this so much. To be there live for this was amazing. Let me tell you about how this started though. They did the video package for John Cena's video tribute. There was actually two tonight. Um they did that, and coming right out of his package, Gunther's theme hits and the crowd boos like it was Dominic Mysterio. Oh my gosh, it was awesome. I almost feel bad for Gunther at the end of the night, but we'll talk about that maybe at the end of this video or in another video entirely, because there may be some extra drama going on the non kayfabe side of this, but let's focus on what happened. Then the long silence and John Cena's music hits for the last time. I almost got emotional, man. I almost got emotional. Yeah. What a time. I enjoyed every moment of tonight, but to be there live. If you don't know, if you didn't know from my last video, um, while I've been a lifelong fan, I got back into pro wrestling like full time in like 2012, and up until seeing um John Cena at WrestleMania 40, where he helped Cody, I never saw him live. So this is my second time seeing him live, but this is the first and last time that I've seen him in a full length match, which was super cool to see. And he played the hits. He did the top rope leg drop. He did the AA. He did the 5 knuckle shuffle. He, he, he hit the avalanche AA. He put Gunther through the announce table. And until the bitter end, he did not give up. Until the bitter end. Because for the first time in 20 years, John Felix Anthony Cena tapped out, and the place was stunned. Now, listen, if you follow me or other wrestling creators on the internet, you will know that Gunther was set up for this match a long time ago. And it was projected he would win. But there was something about this match and something about this week where like our hope was built up where we almost thought that wrestling tradition would be broken. If you don't know wrestling tradition, again, I try to keep my audience, friendly for everybody. Um so if you're here because you're an actual casual wrestling fan, wrestling tradition is that on the way out, the person that's retiring, they put over the other person wins, and they get the rub from that person. But there was something about this week that made us think maybe he can do it one more time. That didn't happen, and the people in this arena were pissed. Now, I'm going to talk about this Triple H and a couple other things in another video because I gotta work in the morning and it's past 2 o'clock in the morning. Um, I think your boy needs some sleep. But I'm still giving this 5 casual stars. This was still a great event. This was still a batch of four, kind of five great matches. Um, but what an amazing time it was. I had a whole bunch of fun. And I'm gonna say this before I go too. I love you guys. I'm glad we got to share this moment together. Like I'm glad we got to send off Cena the right way. And this video is probably gonna come out before my vlog video. So I'm gonna I'm gonna check out the footage from all of our interviews. I met some amazing creators today too. Some dudes I've looked up to. I met Mr. Santi Zap, Malcolm Muscle, Conman, and Adrian Hernandez, and I'm like, oh my gosh! And they were so gracious enough to, they took pictures with my friend, my assistant for the day. Thank you very much, Keith, again for the photos and videos you took with me, and for me. But you guys, I have to shout you guys out because not only did you encourage me in my content creation, but you showed me props, especially Adrian Hernandez. Now you all were cool, but like you were hyping me up. And you know what else felt great? Besides all that, besides this show, besides saying bye to Cena, was meeting all of you. Like, no corny stuff. It was so cool to do interviews at a show with you guys for the first time. And I cannot wait till that footage comes out. I really can't. And you know what? I'm never gonna forget this. And I hope this kid and his family are watching this. The kid, I'm sorry I don't remember your name, but the kid that had the WWE title, wearing the red John Cena shirt and the Cody Rhodes hoodie. Little dude, thank you to you and your family for hyping me up. You saw that we were recording and you wanted to be a part of it. And I'm so glad that you wanted to be a part of it. So from me to you, thank you so much because that lit a fire under me for 2026, man. Um it but I could meet 100 more content creators, and I think this moment right here is gonna mean a lot to me for a long time. And John Cena, dude, thank you. We've been saying it all week, but thank you so much. But anyway, guys, I've said enough, and it's time to go to bed. So, guys, you know the drill. You know what we say on this channel. I love you. Enjoy pro wrestling, and for the love of pro wrestling, guys, keep it casual and never give up. Last bit I added on there, but yeah, keep it casual, guys. We'll see you later.